Hey there everyone, welcome to episode 1151 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show we have Luke McGuire on, and we're going to be talking about how you can use his software to actually create viral Facebook and Instagram stories in just minutes and even sell them to clients. Let's get into it. Here's Luke. We are here today with Luke McGuire. Luke, welcome back to the show.
Mike, how are you, my friend? It's always good to see you. And for those that haven't ever seen how Mike does his recordings, and he always does this lovely countdown before he records, and that's when I get excited. I know I'm going to be seen by a lot of Mike's followers that have been here for a long time, old and new. So I really appreciate to be back here with you, Mike.
You get the behind the scenes, you get the countdown. Everyone else doesn't get the countdown. That's just special for you. Luke, I'm going to go ahead and read off the headline here on the sales page. It says here,
let's do it.
Generate and post viral Facebook and Instagram stories in 5 minutes that simply convert. Bring us into this. What's this all about, and why should we be excited?
Let's do it. So basically, I've created a tool for Facebook and Instagram stories, and I might just grab the screen for a second just to show exactly what a Facebook and Instagram story is for those that don't know. Give me a sec. Let's share this. I'm going to maximize this for you guys. Can you see that all right, Mike?
All good.
Cool. So when I'm on Facebook here, if you haven't noticed this, you'll probably notice it more on your phone than desktop, but it's also up here. There's a section here called Stories. And same on Instagram. If I pull this up here, section here called Stories. And what these essentially are, when they first came out, they came out as to be a competition, I guess, to Snapchat. They're 24-hour snippets of what is happening in your life, in your business's life right now. Now, the beauty of stories is they last 24 hours and then they self-destruct, they disappear. But it's a great way to ensure that every single time you do an Instagram story or a Facebook story, they pop directly up here to the news feed. So you can see a bunch of people that have done stories here. So if I click on, Andrew Fox, let's see what he's up to today. He's got this. I can scroll through his different stories. That's someone else. That's my friend Craig. And the thing with Instagram stories is, for those that didn't know, they're actually engaged with so that they're posted 15 times more than the actual average update these days. So instead of doing an update, people post the stories 15 times more. Let me get my story made up for you guys here. 10 times more than average update, and they're engaged with and their call to actions. You can add call to actions to stories like send people to different sites, send people outside of Facebook. They actually have a 15 to 25% on average click-through rate from these actual Instagram and Facebook stories, which is huge, which is a really, really big number, guys. So, and the beauty of it is as well with Facebook posts, if you put a link on a Facebook post, for example, like a standard update, less people are going to see that update due to you trying to send people outside of Facebook. Facebook don't want you to be leaving their app, same as Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. Now with stories, it is a different story, pardon the weird pun joke there, I guess. Very different story. So you can actually send people out of your actual, of these apps and these different sites to your offer, to your sales page, to your opt-in, whatever it is you want to do, you can do that without getting slapped and actually be almost rewarded because the click-through rates are so much higher than any other form of post, which is pretty cool. Now, the thing I found there was a lot of people, a lot of top-end entrepreneurs that were having these crazily beautiful Facebook Instagram stories that were rendered and it was very customized, and it wasn't just someone on an iPhone trying to take a picture of their, their acai bowl and posting that, and it kind of looked all right. And while stories are great for doing day in the life stuff as well, I was seeing these really cool highly converting ones that had call to actions, animations, things happening. And I was like, how do I get this done? Because I don't know how to do video rendering. I don't know how to create these type of things. So I spoke to my videographer, and he's like, man, it's a mission to get anything like that done because it's a lot of rendering, sizing, how to get it right for Instagram, how to get it right for Facebook. It takes days. It costs a lot of money to actually do. So I said to myself, I want to actually be able to create beautiful Instagram and Facebook stories. So I created a tool here called StoryMate. I can go into it now if you want, Mike.
Yeah, go for it. I can actually see if you want to make that part of your screen bigger.
Maximize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I'm on this big iMac that I haven't used in quite some time, so I get a bit. It's just so huge right now. Probably should use my laptop, but this is all good. So essentially, what StoryMate allows you to do, we went out and we spent a lot of money on getting a lot of these different beautiful templates created that are specific for Facebook and Instagram stories. Now, there are other video tools out there that create video animations and stuff like that, but no tool that not only lets you create Instagram and Facebook stories correctly sized at the correct length of time, they last 15 seconds each, which is the maximal time per story. Then that allows you to then select a template from many different niches. You can customize them completely, render them, choose your own music, upload your own content, change it all out, and finally be able to then post to both Facebook and Instagram to the story feeds direct. We create an iPhone and Android app as well that syncs them as well, so it's all compliant. We'll talk about that a bit later on. But let me just show you an example of that right here. So here's a handful of templates now we've got on here. I don't know if you hear that sound, but if I hover over them, it'll start playing some different templates that you can then fully customize. So
I can hear the music.
I might have. And all of this content, the images, the text, it's all customizable. So that's just one example there. Could you hear the text then, Mike? Just the audio then?
A little bit. It's coming through a little bit. I'm sure you guys are going to have some examples on the sales page as well, but it's coming through a little bit.
Yeah, 100% well. But here's another one here. So, for example, this is one that, in this example here of the template, it's done with a burger. But let's go ahead and create a story using this template right now. But before I do that, I want to mention here how all of these different templates, and there's going to be about another 10 to 15 more on launch day here for the front end offer that will be here for you guys. So, but let me just take this for example. This one here has 4 different scenes. So that's one scene here. That's one lot of text there. This is going to be the next scene. So you can really customize it and tell a story, a proper story. Again, pardon the pun or whatever you want to call it. Like really send a message with highly beautiful converting content here. So let's go ahead and choose this little one here. We're going to create a video. Then it's going to pull the content over here. Now the top one here, I might want to say, I don't know, let's say 40% discount today, now. And then I might say, code SA, or like show at counter to claim discount, something like that. Now this is just an example of a story for, say, a local restaurant. And not only, obviously you could have your own local restaurant, but the chances are you're trying to make some money online, and you could go to local restaurants and sell these type of stories to them as an asset for them. That's one key way we make money with this type of thing, but I'll go through that a bit later on. I'm going to go ahead, click here. I think I posted a picture of an acai bowl earlier. I can crop this image accordingly so I can then, however I want it to look, let's make it look like that. I crop that. Now again, this is all done customized according to Instagram stories and Facebook story sizes. Now again, the text here isn't going to look like this when we render it. This is just for a setting it up to look. Now we're going to go next. And we can play these different songs here, a bunch of different songs, or upload your own songs accordingly. Let's say I wanted to add trendy as it. I've added that. Let me go next. I'm going to start rendering, and it's going to go ahead and render that actual example there, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, with a lot of rendering tools, it does use a lot of server load, and it's very, very expensive to do rendering. So, and most of any other tool that does video rendering type things, like there's other launches that have come out in the past that just specifically do video intros or anything like that, they usually keep it around 20 renders a month type thing. So, but what we're going to be doing here for the front end offer, we're going to be giving you guys 50 renders a month, which is really, really big. So 50 renders a month. So I wanted to mention that here. So that's going to go ahead and render there. It might take a couple of minutes right now, but what we're going to do, I think I might have done this one a bit earlier. It could have been this one I created something similar. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'll show you what this one looks like. Let me go back. And we're going to click on it here. And you can see here, 20% discount off when you show this.
It changed that text. Yeah, you're right. It made it look just like that. That's cool.
That's cool there. So, and again, that works with so many different options here. I think there's one here I don't know what this one, this was just a rough one I did earlier. Oh, so this is my sister's gym band. So my sister has a little e-commerce product. So you can use this to sell your e-commerce product in your actual feed. So it has the call to action, swipe up, or you can change that text to say whatever you want. 40% off today only. It has a text coming up, has animations, and we'll go to this is a 4-scene one. Swipe up, then there's another thing here. Today only sale. You can change this to be whatever you like and change the music, keep it engaging, keep it exciting, pitching and lift call to action website there as well. And that's how easy it is to create this. And this one here is already rendered that we created just a minute ago. So.
And there's music there too. We can't really hear it, but there's music coming in there as well.
Yeah, there's music there as well. Which does, and it all goes very, very well according to the templates. We've really made sure that the selections, they'll go with all of the different templates. So essentially, you can go out there, start creating these really beautiful Instagram stories, and then as a bonus, we actually have iPhone and Android apps. Let me see if I can show you that quickly here in an example of what they look like. I think I got right on the sales page here. So these are bonuses here. I'm going to open this up a bit bigger for you guys. Bonuses here in the front end product as well. We've created both Android and Apple or iPhone apps, where what's going to happen then, instead of having to figure out how to sync it across or anything like that, it'll sync automatically into your actual app. You can then click on it, hit post, it then goes across, opens your Facebook, opens your Instagram, depending on where you're wanting to post it. You can then add other filters and stuff on there as well if you like, which is pretty cool. So that's what StoryMate is, very, very briefly and very quickly, but you can see it's a very powerful tool that can be used in so many different ways. And again, if you think about how many people are using Instagram stories, so on Instagram and Facebook stories, on Instagram specifically right now, 300 million of the 500 million daily active users post an Instagram story.
My wife posts on stories like every single day, multiple times. I just posted my first story within the last week, and it's crazy how many people actually look at them. Like I was looking, you can actually see the people. Like with Facebook and stuff, if you post something on Facebook, you only see, like you put something on your wall, you only see if someone likes it or comments or something on it. But with the stories, you can even see who's actually looking at it, which is kind of cool.
Exactly right. And can you hear me still?
I can hear you. Yeah, it went out a little bit. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, cool. That's right. Yeah, and the beautiful thing is with stories, unfortunately, we into and how much daily use you have now on your phone and whatnot. And stories, I think, is a big part of that, because when you watch one story and you click through them, the next person's story comes up. The next person's story comes up. Let me see. I posted some stories today of me literally. There were absolutely no value, by the way. My Instagram's Luke McGuire. But so, for example, I posted this story today of, I don't know if you can see, of these little dogs.
We can't see your camera, but
on my actual phone here. But essentially, and here's me getting burnt by the sun. I posted a picture of me, a video here of me being burnt on the sun, and that's been seen by 250 people. The previous one's been seen by 300 something people in 6 hours. So on average, I get probably about 1,000 plus people a day viewing every one of my stories, and they're no value, to be honest. I'm not providing any value.
And you don't have to have a huge following to get people to watch it, by the way. Some people think, I need to have a huge Instagram following or a huge Facebook following to have people look at it. There's people will checking it out.
And the thing is with Instagram stories as well, you can send, if you find someone's stories that's engaging, so say you have your own business and you post something that looks really cool, people can then send that story directly to their friends, for their friends to directly to their inbox, and then they'll open it up, they'll view your story. They might not be following your page, but they can view your story and be a part of it. And on top of that, Instagram as well, not Facebook yet, but Instagram specifically have added the ability to add your stories to something called a highlight reel, which actually appears on your Instagram page. I won't show you now because my phone might be a bit glary. But on your Instagram page, directly under your bio, your about me and whatnot, you can then pull Instagram stories that you posted months ago and add them into permanent highlight reels. So then they're there forever. So for a brand, if you're doing e-commerce online, if you're a brand trying to get more sales, if you're trying to get opt-ins, whatever it is you're trying to do, you can use stories, which again is the number one way to be getting engagement now on Instagram, and Facebook is growing rapidly, and to be able to create beautiful stories very, very quickly that are made for Instagram and Facebook that convert. That's why we've created StoryMate here for you guys, and it's as simple as what I showed you. The back end work to create it obviously is a lot harder, but we tried to make it as simple and beautiful as possible for you guys.
A few questions for you before we move on to the OTOs. You mentioned on the front end that I think we've got 3 different versions on the front end. You've got the light, the basic, and the luxury. The light and the basic look like they're monthly. The luxury is going to be one time during the launch. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
During launch, it's going to be a one-time investment. You're going to get 25 templates straight out of the box. We're going to add in some bonus ones along the way. You get a lot of bonuses as well. If you want me to run through them, I can pull them up if you like.
Go for it. Yeah. What are they going to get there as bonuses?
Let me just minimize this and pull this one up. So first of all, you're going to get obviously the iPhone and Android apps. Not as an upsell, you're going to get them included in the front end product for free for picking up StoryMate during launch week. Now, there's a bunch of other bonuses here you're going to get as well. Our Facebook Invite All plugin, which is basically is a plugin that we created that allows you to basically invite people to like your fan page once they've gone out and commented or engaged or liked one of your actual posts, which is pretty cool. So say you've done a viral post, or you post a viral video, or even a viral Instagram story as an update, because you don't have to use these videos you create in StoryMate as stories. You can use them just as an update as well. You can use them however you want. But say one of them goes viral, people are engaging with them, but they haven't liked your page yet. This plugin allows you to then invite them directly to like your fan page. Now, next one's our Facebook font changer tool. I've added this in my previous launches as well. This is a pretty cool tool that allows you to change your font on Facebook and on Instagram. A lot of people didn't know this even exists, and that's why I always include it as a bonus, because it really stops people in their tracks when you can change the font and they're like, wow, that does not look like the normal text I've seen before, which is pretty cool as well. Now, this is a big bonus. We're going to give you guys agency rights if you pick up StoryMate during launch week, which essentially means, what does mean, you can then take any of the templates you've rendered, any of the stories you've created, and you can then go and sell them to anyone you want for any price you want to as well. If you wanted to jump on Fiverr and say, I'll create you a beautiful Instagram story for $50, you can do that. If you wanted to go on freelance, if you wanted to go to a local business and say, I'm going to create you 2 stories a week, or I might create you a pack of 10 stories, I'm going to charge you $2,000. I'm going to do that. We're not going to limit you here. We're not going to charge you for that agency rights. We're going to let you do this and keep 100% of whatever you want to charge the people around you. And we actually go in and show you in the training, show you how to actually sell to local businesses and sell these type of stories. Because again, there's no tool in the marketplace that creates these type of stories with such high quality templates. Now, I'm also going to give you my 4-week social profit hour access, which is a webinar series I do every single week. I come on, and these 4 are going to be based specifically on StoryMate. So, and I'll stay on for as long as I need to until everyone's questions are answered. I stay on it. It's a pure value trainings, nothing to sell. We'll come in there. I show you how to really use StoryMate in these 4 weeks specifically. For how we can go out and create beautiful stories for, say, for example, real estate agents. Then how do we then find the real estate agents, and how do we convert them? How do we then what text converts, how do we really optimize this to get the maximum amount of results from StoryMate itself. Finally, a VIP Facebook group, you get access to this Launch Week members only. This is where I am. This is where you can contact me directly. Obviously, we have a support team. You can come in, and that's 24/7. We are very, very fast on support because, again, if you're not happy, I'm not happy. It's a lose-lose for everyone. So the support team. But if you want access to me, you want to contact me, you want to engage with me, and more so have me then hold you accountable to not just buying another product and then letting it slip away to buy the next one, the next one, the next one. You know what I mean? I think everyone's done that. I think I said last time I did an interview with you, I think Mark 3 months ago, I broke my old iPhone, so then I ended up going and getting shiny object syndrome and buying a Samsung, which I used for about 3 days before hating it and going back. So they're the core bonuses we've got.
Hey Luke, can I make a corny joke too? I know you like corny jokes.
Let's do it.
Where's the kitchen? Yeah. Where's the kitchen sink? Where's the kitchen sink, Luke?
The kitchen sink is going to be my refund policy.
Oh, here we go.
That's going to be the kitchen sink.
There we go. There you go. Nice job.
So, yeah, you didn't think I had an answer for that one, did you? But I do. So, what I do in all my launches, guys, I always give a 14-day money back. No questions asked guarantee. If you don't like, I don't know, my white shirt, this old-looking couch over here, the cat scratch over there, if you just want to come in and use it. And
don't forget your haircut. You always say your haircut.
Or my haircut, or my Australian accent, whatever the hell it is you don't like, I'm not going to argue with you because, again, if you're not happy, I'm not happy. And, again, I always love focusing on people that really want to get results with StoryMate itself, and I'll do everything I can. But, again, if you don't want to, after you've tried it, 14 days, no questions asked. Now, in saying that, I also offer a 60-day result-based guarantee, which means so I should say that again, a double your money back 60-day result-based guarantee. So if you come in StoryMate, you follow the training, you follow the webinar series here, you implement what it is I teach you, because again, if you don't implement, you won't get results. There's no point creating a story here and then letting it sit there and do nothing. You need to come in here and do what I show you, and you're going to get results. And that's how sure I am, because after 60 days, if you get no results, you've implemented what we've taught, and nothing's happened for you, haven't made $1 or haven't got any form of result, I will double your money back. So it literally makes it a risk for you not to pick up StoryMate for a one-time investment, which I must mention is going to monthly after launch week, for a one-time investment during launch week. So again, it's a risk for you not to pick up. So I think that's a pretty irresistible offer there, guys. So
no, it's I always like how you back up your offers. That's great. I might steal that from you. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to share anything more on your screen, Luke. We're going to walk through the OTOs now. So if you're not, you can come back to us.
Yeah, I'll turn the screen off so then we can just have a look at my face a bit bigger and this new beard that I've had for. Yeah, I think I had it last time.
You had the beard before. It's impressive.
Yeah. Again, if you haven't sent me for my girlfriend, stop sharing screen.
Okay, Luke's beard broke the connection, so now we're back here. Luke, walk us.
Sometimes you can't find it.
Walk us through the OTO. So I know you have the front end offer, and it's got everything that you just showed us there. And I know you have some optional upgrades. So what are those?
Yeah, for sure. So again, these are fully optional, and this is why I always love to be so transparent. And I hate when you see a launch where there's upsells that you need to have for the front end product to work. So you bought the front end product, which might, I don't know, so I've done it before. I bought a PDF or something, and then the PDF is great, but then you need to buy all this stuff for the PDF training to even work. So in saying that, though, these upsells really, really accommodate the front end offer, and that's what an upsell really should be. So the first upsell we've created is our image editor and our affiliate link cloaker. So how this works is our image editor, we've created a tool that allows you to actually, you kind of combine some of the top apps that you would normally use on your phone to create an Instagram style photo with filters, with designs. You can add more, you can add banners, you can change colors, you can do anything like that whatsoever. Because again, with the templates we've created, you upload a background image and then you have the text that you can overlay on top. But say, what if you wanted to have a buy button or something on, and create the image through our image editor previously, drag and drop content you want on there, even more text on there. You can then really supercharge what it is you're creating then with our actual templates on the front end. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. So again, the templates on the front, you can edit the text, you can edit the imagery in terms of what image is shown, but say you really want to personalize that image you've taken with your logo, for example, or something like that. Or if you wanted to have an actual website link on the background image, then have the animations come in and fly across and stuff like that. Our image editor allows you to do that and add a bunch of filters like Instagram and Facebook have, and really help you go ahead and really supercharge it. So it's an absolute no-brainer. Now, normally what I've always done as well is then had another upsell called our affiliate link cloaker. But what we're doing this time, I'm giving you guys the affiliate link cloaker for free when you pick up the image editor. So essentially what that means is, if you don't know what an affiliate link cloaker is unfortunately, sometimes with affiliate links on Facebook and Instagram, due to people pushing bad traffic or whatever it might be, they sometimes get banned and they sometimes can't be shared. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. So to ensure that your affiliate links are always going to be able to be clicked through to, we've created an affiliate link cloaker where you put your affiliate link in. It creates a StoryMate style domain, which then redirects across over to your actual affiliate link. And then we're giving you guys that for free when you pick up the image editor. So if you don't have a business at all, this is a perfect way to get started with this, because it allows you to then go out and I'm also giving you guys access here to promote StoryMate here, earn 50% commissions. There's a lot of other products online. Mike has a lot of products online that are huge value that you promoted. I'm pretty sure they're all 50% commissions as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can use this tool to then add in call to actions to your stories from your actual image editors, that images that you created, add them into your template, render them in seconds, go ahead and then start making some serious traffic and money with it. So that's the upsell number one. That's $47 one time. It's going up through launch week, so make sure you do get in when the launch starts on the 16th of January, which is about 2 days from when we're filming this. At 9 a.m. Eastern. So that's upsell one. Now, upsell, yeah.
Go for it. Upsell two.
Yeah, upsell two is our VIP training series, where essentially I'm going to take you guys in to really show you how to build a proper Instagram and Facebook following for your fan pages and Instagram stories. Now, I go through a lot of things in this training, from the number one mistake Instagram users make, especially with stories. We go through in very big detail how to not only find clients, but how to contact them, how to make them convert, how to give them an irresistible offer, how to really sell to local businesses. We go into then looking at e-commerce as well, how people that are into e-commerce, drop shipping, stuff like that, can use these Instagram stories. So we go into the different subsections of the online marketing space and essentially show you how to build a following and then make money off it. Now, it's a $47 one-time upsell. That also includes a bunch more webinars that are only for our VIP members. And again, if you jump into this is a place where whenever I have my VIP training series, I connect very personally with these members, because again, you're in a much smaller webinar class. You work with me a lot more closely, and users do always get way better results when they're in this training, because I've done the work. I know what doesn't work, and I'm not afraid to share with you guys what hasn't worked.
I know you have from knowing you for a few years, Luke. I know that you actually have experience with Instagram and with doing marketing on there, so you're definitely a good person to learn from. Okay, so that's OTO2, OTO3.
Yep. OTO3 is going to be our StoryMate template suite, or template club. So essentially, this is, I believe, an absolute no-brainer, even if you're just going to jump in and try it just for a month if you wanted to. Now, this is $47 a month, but what you get is 5 to 10 new templates every single month, and on top of that, you get unlimited renders. So essentially, I said before, on the front end offer, you get 50 renders a month, so you can create 50 stories a month rendered. Mm-hmm. If you want to then have unlimited rendering ability, so you can create 1 million if you wanted to, which is obviously a lot of damn stories to do, but if you wanted to, technically you can. So we're going to remove the access of how many stories you can render a month, and we're going to give you 5 to 10 premium exclusive templates every single month. So again, and this is going to put you ahead of people that are using the stock ones. Now, the stock ones are absolutely amazing as well. The front end ones, they're tested, they're proven, they're great. But if you want to constantly be ahead of the game with brand new ones that people that have only had the front end offer have, jump into this. Again, the refund policy applies for all of these upsells again, as well as the double money back guarantee. So jump in. There's no yearly options. There's no big price. It's just literally you can jump in there right away, get new templates every single month, get more training with me, and get unlimited renders, which I believe as well is an absolute no-brainer to be a part of as well. And then let me just go 1 second here. I just want to make sure I give you guys the correct pricing of what that is on launch day, because again, these prices do go up every single day. Yeah, so that's just $47 a month. Okay. And again, cancel any time. It's not like you're locked into anything, and the refund policy does apply there as well. But that's how sure I am that you guys are going to you're going to love it. Now, I could have gone ahead and done a yearly option here for a lot more money, but I really want you guys to come in, try it out, see it gets results, see the training so much fun, work with me personally on these specific templates, because again, these templates are going to really give niche specific outcomes there as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, the final upsell is our white label rights. So essentially what that's going to allow you to do is come in and take over StoryMate and make it your own. So say you have your own agency, say you want to start your own social media marketing agency, and by the way, Facebook and Instagram marketing is one of the top search for professions now by local and small businesses. And say you want to come in and take StoryMate over, have your logo at the top rather than ours, have the ability to then generate license keys to give or sell or rent or whatever the hell you want to do with it to your local businesses, to clients, to people around you, whatever it is you want to do, sell it for however much you want to sell it for. And they log in through a special login page not connected to StoryMate at all with your logo on it. So essentially making StoryMate yours, which not only adds so much legitimacy to you, but also your business and the way people are going to really want to treat you and engage with you when you come to them with an actual product suite where you can show them it's branded with you. And the conversions of that is absolutely insane. So what that's going to allow you to do is come in, you get 10 license keys for that, 50 renders a month, you get access to all of the front end templates. You can revoke license keys when you don't want the user to have it anymore, if they stop paying or whatever it might be. You can do whatever you want in there, and that's our final upsell. And that's a one-time investment of $197 there for you guys. So I think it's an absolute no-brainer. I personally design my funnels to think the whole thing's a complete no-brainer, which is why I give a double money-back guarantee. So, but again, pick and choose what's for you. I know not every one of these is going to be for everyone. But for the majority, I think most of them are. So, and I guess at the end of the day, if you're not going to do this, what is it that you're going to do? I always like to say that because I'm so passionate about tools that I create. Mike knows how much I just fiend of creating new things that haven't been developed or created yet. And that's a big thing I find in the marketplace right now. And what probably the number one thing that I find that people that do really well and people that don't do so well or haven't even made their first dollar online is people that catch trends. What's working right now? If you look in the past, you think about the .com boom. If you had been in there when it started, you would have made a killing. Think about when you first were able to buy domains. Think about when Facebook ads first came out, they were dirt cheap. Now they're so expensive and they're going more and more and more. Think about it when you could even do a Facebook post and everyone saw it, and now you can't. Think about SEO and how Google's cracking down more and more. If you got on 10 years ago, you spammed the word, I don't know, internet marketing, your site 1 billion times, your site's going to come up first, you know? So it's catching these trends, and you have never been in a better position than you are right now to be a part of what I believe is the hottest trend in the market right now, Facebook and Instagram stories, and really, really succeed and dominate with it.
Luke, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Anything else we missed? Anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
No, just that I'm happy that my beard didn't crash this again, and hopefully maybe you can grow yours a bit longer as well.
We'll
maybe
see. I don't know.
Haircut as me.
I don't know. I'd have to grow some hair at the same time. Dude, thanks, buddy.
That, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to everyone from the Mark and Maine show. You know, this is literally my favorite, and I'm not just saying it. This is my favorite interview I always do. Me and Mike always talk for about an hour before we jump on these calls. I've looked up to Mike ever since I got into the industry as one person who's really given me a lot of help along the years and still does. And I'm just very blessed to be able to speak to you guys, to have Mike here. And I just want to say thank you all. Whether you picked this up or not, I hope you've learned something from this today. I hope my Australian accent hasn't been too strong. And again, I just want to say thank you. So thank you as well, Mike. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Again, thanks for coming on the show and best of luck with your lunch.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it, Mike.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Luke. If you are interested in picking up StoryMate at its lowest price, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, January 16th. You're going to be able to pick it up at its lowest early bird discounted price along with my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.